KGUN 9 on your side weather with Chief Meteorologist Erin Christiansen.
Welcome back. We give you a look at our monsoon minutes for this evening. Well, our southwesterly flow has brought in that drier air as we forecast it would, and it's basically shutting down our monsoon valve. Only storm chances east of here and to the southeast of Tucson. And as we dry out, we warm up. Our temps you'll see in the 7-day go from about 98, 99 all the way up to 105. A look outside on our sky cam. We've been watching some cumulus clouds building mainly over the mountains, but they're not building vertically. And that is what we need to get that mixing of the different layers of the atmosphere and the convection or the thunderstorm activity going. So that is one of the reasons why our radar looks pretty quiet here this evening. Barely mustering up a few storms just south of the border, trying to track to the north, but really dissipating as they do. One storm cell here crossing over Highway 191 just south of Swift Trail Junction, and only activity of any significance here just to the east of Pinetop Lakeside and north of Hannigan Meadow. We have no watches, we have no warnings. Tough to imagine this is a day in monsoon, but we're just getting a little bit of a breather from our usual afternoon activity. Right now we're at 97 degrees at Tucson's airport. Wind from the west-northwest, 7 miles per hour. That 97 in Tucson, but 87 Sierra Vista, 85 in Nogales. After a 91-degree high today, Tucson topping out at 97, 96 in the Safford area. And a quick check of our stats in case you're keeping score. That 97 puts us 3 degrees below our 30-year average. We're typically at about 100 this time of year. Statewide and regionally, our scattered showers and thunderstorms, our friends to our east here into New Mexico, certainly picking up more of that monsoonal moisture. When we look at the water vapor here across the state, you can see this black and orange area there. That's color coded to show us the air that has very little water vapor concentration to it. The brighter green and the white to the east, that's the air that has some potential of bringing some rain. And we're not going to see that here in Tucson for a while. Although our scattered showers and storms spread all the way up into Colorado, this is still a fairly strong monsoonal flow. Only problem is this trough across the west has brought on such a dry southwesterly flow, pushing that dry air into southern Arizona, that we've kind of got a battle of these two different air masses going on. Lots of monsoonal moisture south of the border. Only problem is that the mechanism to bring it here has shifted too far to the east. So instead, it's going to continue to bring those storms into central Mexico, far western Texas, and into New Mexico over the next 48 hours as we put our future cast into motion. And we see that trough continuing to drop down the west coast. A look at our temps overnight: 69 in Wilcox, 74 Oro Valley, as well as in Ajo. Tomorrow, Ajo up to 100. You'll be at 101 in Safford, 92 in Nogales. Tucson overnight, 75 degrees. That is how we'll start our day tomorrow, and then warming to a high near 100, going with 99 officially at the airport, 100 though in Marana. A look at your extended KGUN 9 on your side 7-day. Clear skies taking us through Friday. You'll notice we don't have any chance for rain here. Temps hover right around 100 degrees. But when our rain returns, or at least slim chance of it, 10% on Saturday and Sunday, 20% Monday and Tuesday, you'll notice we warm back up. We'll be at 105 by Monday. KGUN 9 on your side at 5 o'clock. We'll be right back.
Now, KGUN 9 on your side weather with Chief Meteorologist Erin Christiansen.
Welcome back. Still tracking a few scattered showers, now moving into eastern Pima County. Generally speaking, our rain really very spotty, just through about 11 o'clock is all we're expecting it to last for. Sergio Avila earlier was saying a couple of drops coming down on the east side of town, and a lot of wind from these storms. I know you can't tell wind by looking at our radar, but these thunderstorms that have developed today are what I call popcorn storms. They just kind of pop up and then just about collapse right where they developed, and they're collapsing, and as they collapse, that cold air shoots across the surface of the earth. And we've been feeling some of those winds, those outflow winds as we call them, moving right along I-19 up into the south end of the Tucson metro area. And again, those spotty showers kind of moving in here and there. More potential for outflow winds from this complex south of the border that is also kind of tracking to the north-northwest just a touch, and some lightning with these storms too. So please do keep that in mind. Again, we're expecting most of the activity to die down considerably by about about midnight. More wind than anything else, and that is what we had reported earlier in Sahuarita near Pima Mine Road, Nogales Highway. 3 sizable trees down there because of some pretty strong wind gusts earlier. That hail near Wilcox and a dust storm this afternoon near the Douglas area. Brenda Gatterer took this photo of the thunderhead over the Catalinas today. Looked pretty promising at one point that we were going to see quite a bit of rain. Didn't quite materialize here in the metro area, but made for a nice sunset. Speedway and Camino Seco. Gary Smith, thank you. And some lightning this evening. Graham Sorensen took this photo. And my favorite photo of the day, actually this was taken yesterday, but we received it early today. Sassy's first hailstorm, that hail that moved through the foothills yesterday. Quite impressive, and Sassy's not sure what to make of it. Weather at KGUN9.com, best way to send your pictures to us. You can also use this, by the way, not just to send us your photos, but if you have any weather reports, you want to report rain or hail at your house, or maybe you have a wind anemometer set up, you want to tell us the strong wind gusts that you had at your house, you can do that through that as well. A little bit drier air here over Tucson. One of the reasons that we were robbed of some of our thunderstorms tonight. 53-degree dew point was higher earlier across Cochise County, where we saw our storms in the upper 60s at one point, but even they have begun to dry out considerably. Right now, though, dealing with 90-degree air temperature and the wind gusting at about 15-16 miles per hour. Earlier, that number was up to about 33 miles per hour. Some of those outflow winds making it to the airport. 90 degrees in Tucson, 81 Wilcox, 80 in Douglas after a 98-degree high there today. Sierra Vista, you warmed to 96, 103 for Tucson, which is just a touch above where we should be. Our average is 101. Started the day at a warm 80 degrees. We've been watching our monsoon storms not just across southern Arizona this evening, but moving up just east of Flagstaff. And when we look at the bigger picture, coast to coast, we can see we've got a pretty strong flow around our subtropical high here that's brought on the bright white clouds there. That tells us those clouds are very tall, the tops are very cold, and they have the potential of bringing on some serious storm activity. And that's where we see that monsoon flow as it brings in that moist air from the Gulf of Mexico up through the Sierra Madre mountain range. Very juicy air. You can see on our water vapor, the bright green and the white here, that's air with a lot of water vapor concentration. And that is going to be ushered in. It's a monsoonal moisture tap that we will certainly tap into this weekend. And that showing on our futurecast some deeper rain here in the reds and the oranges moving into southern Arizona. Expecting it mainly across Cochise, eastern Santa Cruz and eastern Pima counties starting about 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow, and then another round right around 5. So make sure to tune in to Ileana Diaz. She will have the latest on our radar, our watches and warnings. 40% chance for storms tomorrow, 30% on Sunday. 9 on your side at 10. We'll be right back.